We are projecting our personal brand all the time. We are constantly marketing ourselves to others. It's like part of our lives. So if you are wondering if you should have a personal brand or not, let me tell you this. You, as a Scrum Master or an Agile Coach, already have a personal brand. Did you know about that? I bet you didn't. Whether you know it or not, you have a personal brand. So the question is not if you should have it or not. The question is if you are going to manage your personal brand or not. Now, we as a Scrum Masters and Agile Coaches fall into this trap of thinking that our hard work and accomplishments speak for themselves, which is true. To succeed as a Scrum Master, you need to put your team first. Your team is your first priority. That's your job. That's how you are going to earn your credibility. But what I am talking about is your personal growth within your company. How do you show your boss, your boss's boss, and all the leaders up above what a star of a Scrum Master you are? If no one else in your company knows about your work accomplishments, then guess what? Those accomplishments won't really count for much in the time to come. I know such Scrum Masters and Agile Coaches who grew in their ranks to become VPs, senior VPs, and finally C-level executives. As a Scrum Master and an Agile Coach, you have full right to think about growing yourself in your career. And a way to do that is by managing your personal brand. So what is personal branding? Personal branding is a way of establishing and consistently reinforcing who you are and what you stand for in your life and in your career. If you think of personal branding in a fresh way, you can be extraordinarily appealing and effective and do something really important for the whole world, other people, and ultimately for yourself. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vibhor Chandel. I am an executive agile and leadership coach based in Toronto, Canada. And in this video, I'm going to give you 5 strategies that you can use to strengthen your personal brand and maximize your exposure and visibility within your company. Tip number 1, figure out who you are. Now, you'll be surprised just how many people wouldn't be able to tell you who they really are, what their values are. In order to build a personal brand that accurately reflects your personal and professional identity, you first need to have a clarity of your own personal values. This is why it is of utmost importance to take time and reflect on what your core values are, both in life and in business, and then look for ways to align those values with whatever you are doing. So in order to do that, you need to schedule a meeting with the most busy person in your life. Can you guess who it is? That's you. You want to do an internal audit and ask yourself these questions. In which areas of work do I excel? What motivates me? What characteristics have others complimented me on? What roles seem to drain my energy? Which projects can I spend hours on without feeling overwhelmed or tired? Now, if you're struggling to answer these questions, understand that you don't need to know a definitive answer to each of these questions. Think of it as an exercise to put you in a habit of this kind of questioning, to make you question your thinking, your perception, and consider whether you are living a life that is aligned to your values at work, and thereby creating a really strong and authentic brand which reflects who you really are. Tip number 2. Prepare an elevator pitch. As you begin to conceptualize your personal brand, spend some time in crafting an elevator pitch, which is a 30 to 60 second story about who you are and what you do. So whether you are attending a networking event or an informal party, having an elevator pitch prepared makes it easy for you to describe what you do and where you are going or where would you like to go in your career. So you need to come up with very short, concise things to say and stories to tell that frame your attributes in the right light. Keep your elevator pitch brief by focusing on a few key points that you want to emphasize. Here's a quick template of 1-minute elevator pitch that I use and that you can use as well. You can either take a screenshot or download a PDF on the Agile Playbook LinkedIn page, the link of which you can find in the description or in the comments. All right, let's move on to tip number 3. Define your audience. To market yourself within your company, you need an audience to market yourself to. You need to determine exactly who you need to reach out to. Is it your boss, your boss's boss, or the head of a different department that you really want to work for? The sooner you define the audience, the easier it is for you to craft your story for people that you'll be networking with, people who are beyond your immediate team. The more connections you make and the more value you can provide in your interactions, the more likely it is that your personal brand will be recognized. Now, when I got to know about the importance of personal branding, I made it a goal to connect with as many senior leaders as I could and to take them out for coffee. The objective was to learn about their experiences, about them as people, but also about the company. I used Google Sheets to record these meetings with information such as the name of the people I met, where we met, the position, and anything notable that they shared, including, the words of advice, but also anything personal, so I can reach out to them and acknowledge their personal milestones. By making an effort to network, I raised my visibility not only vertically among senior leaders, but also horizontally with people in different departments. So make networking an intention and find opportunities to follow up and offer value. Tip number 4. Ask at least one question at every meeting you attend. Now, this is the funny one, and let me know if you have been the same way. My philosophy had always been to open my mouth only if I have something truly unique and valuable to add to the meeting. Because, we have all been to meetings where there is at least someone who's speaking just for the sake of getting some airtime. Now, here's the thing. Leaders and executives invite you to their meetings to speak up and provide input. My silence was getting noticed, and my manager advised me to speak up during such meetings. And today, I am advising you to do the same. If you don't say anything or ask any question in a meeting, others simply won't notice you, and you certainly won't be building a reputation for anything other than being a quiet one. Now, I'm not saying that, you talk just for the sake of talking, but find a way that works for you to verbally engage. Especially, when you go to such conferences, which provides you this wonderful opportunity to build a brand by asking questions. Again, like everything else, preparation is the key. So come prepared with a question that sheds some light on the topic being discussed. The more original the question is, the better it is. Tip number 5, ask for feedback. Another way to zero in on your personal brand is to gather feedback from the people that you work with, your immediate team. By understanding how people within your team perceive you, you can start sending the right messages and avoid coming off the wrong way when you communicate. One exercise that I found most helpful and that you can use as well is to find a piece of paper and write down 10 words that you think, in your opinion, describe you as a person. And then next time you meet your team, you ask them to do the same. If the words are consistent, then you know that you are branding yourself the right way. Else, you know that you have got some work to do. As Jeff Bezos famously said, your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. So there you have it. These are 5 strategies that you can use to build your personal brand and grow yourself in your career. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It motivates me to keep building such videos for the Agile community. And if you don't like this video, please leave your feedback in the comments so I can improve moving forward. Until next time, stay healthy and be safe. And I'll see you in the next video.